Um, today's Republican Party is building a political bomb, and the ingredients for the explosive concoction are being mixed before our eyes, before our very eyes. And when it all blows up, and then more than likely will, unless the party changes course soon, which I doubt that will, the result will not be just rhetorical extremism, but could well include real violence, which is hence the when I say hence, it's like basically look back at the insurrection that happened. If you thought the events of January 6th were shocking, what comes next could be far much worse. A chilling new poll by PRRI, which stands for the Public Religion Research Institute, had found that nearly 1 in 4 Republicans, that's tens of millions of people, believe the QAnon mythology that the government, media, and financial worlds in the U.S. are controlled by a group of Satan-worshipping pedophiles, which they're fucking retarded. That's why. You might just shake your head and laugh at this nonsense, and laugh at this nonsense. Except that they also believe that because things have gotten so far off track, that true American patriots may have to resort to violence in order to save our country, and they're not patriots. And the people that bounce up and down on Donald's dick, they're not patriots. They're inbreds. There's a difference. Um, this is no fringe cult. The number of people believe in these and other outlandish QAnon conspiracies is enormous, and there is a current of poison circulating in American society, threatening its cohesiveness and its social and political order. And if it were a religion, according to PRRI founder Robbie Jones, it would be as big as all white evangelical Protestants, or all white mainline Protestants. And poll after poll has also found that a majority of Republicans, 61%, according to the latest from the Reuters and Ipsos, believe that the election was stolen from former squatter Donald Trump. That's also because they're fucking retarded. Inspiring, inspiring these legions to keep their weapons handy for political purposes are the likes of Florida Representative Matt Gaetz, who has taken to campaigning with that GOP racist cunt, Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, racist bitch, during a joint appearance with the racist cunt Greene in Georgia on Thursday. Gaetz declared that the Second Amendment is not about hunting. Instead, he said it's about the ability to maintain an armed rebellion against the government if that becomes necessary. And then there's the racist bitch Greene, whose deranged comments about Jews and space lasers and her offensive suggestion of an equivalence between mask-wearing requirements to protect against coronavirus, and she referred to it as the targeting of Jews in the Holocaust, and it drew much attention. Along with the rarest rebuke from some GOP leaders, the racist cunt Greene first emerged as a fringe candidate, a QAnon sycophant, dismissed by Republican leaders. But when Trump extolled her as a future Republican star, many party leaders became hesitant to criticize her. Her Holocaust comments finally forced their hand, but perhaps more pernicious is what she said from that stage on Thursday. You know, Nazis were the National Socialist Party. She explained, just like the Democrats are now a National Socialist Party. Actually, they're not. That would be your party, you dumb skank. So let's take a step back and look at how this bomb construction is going. Countless Republican leaders either spread or refused to deny the big lie, the claim that the election was stolen, which it wasn't, but tens of millions of Republicans erroneously believe that Trump won, which he lost. Almost 1/4 of the Republicans believe it may become necessary to use violence to save the country, which it won't if they do. Then they are told by Republican outraged peddlers that the U.S. Constitution protects their right to own firearms for the purpose of rising up against the government, and then the match to start lighting the fuse. They are told that Democrats are similar to Nazis. Actually, no. If that's not the recipe for disaster, and not just for the Republicans but for the entire country, tell me what the fuck is. As as Republicans pave the way for another insurrection, this one potentially could be much this one potentially much better attended than the January 6th disaster, and the leader of the party, the grown-ups, have abandoned their responsibility to save the country, focusing instead on winning the next election. And America may blow up, but at least they'll try to eke out a majority in Congress, even if it means blocking an investigation of the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol by the enraged Trump sycophants. A smattering of principled Republicans are speaking out, like Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, fulminated against the GOP leadership and against the Senate Minority Leader Moscow Mitch, some personal push to block the commission culminated a decision for a short-term political gain, ignoring the imperative to defend principles of democracy, including a peaceful transition of power. I kind of want that to endure beyond just one election, she said grimly. Some may view these maneuvers about the January 6th Commission and the reluctance to declare the legitimacy of the election and the implications of the increasingly extreme rhetoric as just a sign of a more polarized political system. This thinking fails to grasp the seriousness of what is building, and unless GOP leaders wake up to the danger, the U.S. may soon face something far more dangerous than the over-the-top rhetoric and a disputed election.